Hello everyone, my name is Equality and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're going to be doing part 4 of the Halloween Occult Mansion. And today we are actually gonna be going inside the house for the first time. The last 3 parts we have been doing the outside of the house, we've been doing the shell of the house, we've been doing the roofing, we've been doing the pathing and the what do you call that? Landscaping, yeah, and that all of that good stuff. And today we're gonna actually be going into the house for the first time. And yeah, as you saw, the first thing I did was I was trying to find a good floor for the greenhouse. I'm actually still not sure if I want to go with that floor that I picked there. Maybe I'm gonna go back and change it to the brick floor that I found there. This the other stone floor that I found from the vampires pack, and this is a reoccurring theme that you're gonna see throughout this whole thing. I am trying to, at least for most of the build, I'm trying to use the items from the packs from vampires pack from from Realm of Magic and from the werewolf pack because those like fit the theme of Halloween the most, I would say. And I mean, those are also like the 3 main occults, I would say. The other ones are, they kind of exist too, but they don't really have a lot going for them. I don't know how to explain. For example, mermaids, we don't really have a lot of stuff that really fits mermaids because the whole pack is more like beach themed and like, yeah. So you're gonna see that in their room eventually, but not like for the main theming. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, what we did here, we went into the house and then I chose a wallpaper and a floor for the whole house. I went with the one from vampires because it gives old mansion vibes. I am not quite sure about the wallpaper though. I like the color is really not. I don't really like it. I don't know why. The wood looks a bit weird, but it really doesn't have a lot of good swatches in my opinion. So I was trying to make the best of it, and then of course I tried to put a lot of chandeliers and a lot of wall sconces that fit the theme as well. And as you also saw, I went ahead and I did the rooms before recording this because it took me so long to do the floor plan. Oh my god. Like trying to figure out how to lay out a floor plan for a house like this is insane. And I am a little bit proud of myself because I feel like I did a pretty good job. And at first, like we have these really not weird, but like the diagonal rooms on the side of the house, and I was like, are these are these gonna be big enough for bedrooms? I don't know, but I still did it regardless. So that is that. And I also went ahead and like kind of tried to think where I want to put stuff as well. So for example, I have the so I have the layout and I kind of like know which room is supposed to be which. So you get into the house, you have the staircase area because I looked at some pictures of how all like old mansions like this look, and they usually have like this landing in the middle when you enter the room where you can walk upstairs. Um, I would have loved to make it a bit more grand, but I need a lot of rooms, so I couldn't do that. So this is what we have to work with. And so to the left we have the living room, left when you come inside, and to the right is the dining room. And when you walk through the living room, there's a little hallway that leads to the back, like the back exit to the garden. And also there is a one room, and to the side of that is one bathroom. And then on the other side, when you walk through the living room, you get to the kitchen. And there's also another way through into another hallway that leads to the greenhouse and also to the side exit and to the tower. And there's also another room there. And when you walk up the stairs, you get to the second floor, which has like a big open area, I would say, that leads to basically all of the bedrooms. There's one really big bedroom and then like 4 smaller ones and 1 bathroom upstairs. So yeah, I think there's gonna be plenty of room for plenty of Sims. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So that is that. And as you can see, here I'm almost done with pretty much the whole wallpaper and the floor and the whole house. I did not yet choose the wallpaper for the bedrooms because I need to see who I want to place in which room and then kind of decide from that, because I need to like change it according to the occult. So I did not do that. And I thought that these small little square rooms that I have there in these bedrooms make perfect for wardrobes that are in the wall, that I barely ever get to use. So I'm very glad that I got to use that here. And then I also changed around the colors a bit more. The door that I used is also from Vampires. And yeah, then I went ahead and I placed a couple of what are they called? Wall sconces in the greenhouse. And this time I used the one from Realm of Magic, so to change it up a little bit, because I felt like these just fit better into the greenhouse. And yeah, also changed the floor in the other small little greenhouse. And then I went ahead and started already putting a couple of things. I think I started off with the small greenhouse just because I already had kind of an idea for what I wanted to do there. So I was looking for this, and this took me so long to do because I couldn't find it for whatever reason. Maybe I was blind. But there's this plant. There's this plant that is inside of like a glass cage almost. That's what it looks like. And I thought it would be so cool if that is in the middle of the room. I couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it. And I was like, I know this exists, but where is it? I could not find it. So then after I found a replacement for it, I actually found it. So I needed to replace the replacement with the actual thing. And then I just thought, okay, maybe I can just put a couple more potted plants around it, that so that they don't stand in the way, but so that it also doesn't feel super empty. But I wanted this plant in the middle to kind of feel like it is something special, like they're trying to grow some kind of like important tree, some kind of backstory is there. Okay, so I need to think of it again, but there's gonna be some kind of backstory with that tree in the middle of that greenhouse. And yeah, then just some other plants around it to fill up the space. And also because it is a greenhouse, it just makes sense to have the plants in there, right? So yeah, whoever owns this, they're growing a couple of nice plants there. And yeah, I kind of like the space to the plants. I didn't like what I didn't even know how to explain what I'm doing when I do things like this. Just go through all of the plants, and I randomly try to pick ones that, obviously I was looking for smaller ones too, but I was also looking for potted ones, and I wanted to have like a mix of different kind of pots and different shapes, different sizes, but not too big, not too small. And then I place one plant, and then I try to go through the plants and then just pick ones that fit to the one that is already there. And then I just kind of try and place them, see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'll try with a different one, and rinse and repeat on basically every side of this thing here. There's some really nice options for potted plants. You just have to find the right ones. Also, sometimes you need to find the right swatch on the right plant to make the things work. A lot of the things are also kind of in weird pots somehow. Like they're using like very colorful pots, and I'm not really the biggest fan of that because like it feels so unrealistic, you know. So I don't like some of these plants, potted plants in here. I've never used before because I just don't understand the use case for it. Like I don't know where to use it to make it make sense. But I think in the end, I got a good mix of plants that complement the big tree in the middle of this room, and yeah, that was nice. A little story from my side that I can tell today. I was at the vet with my cat because my cat is kind of old. I have two cats. I used to have three. One went away, which is very sad. But I went with the oldest one to the vet because he is like I went there just for checkup, and he was kind of like worried that she could have something more serious and wanted to do a blood test. So I was there today, and I was standing next to my cat, and I literally almost cried because I always get so emotional with them, and I don't know why. Like they just mean so much to me. They're like basically everything that that I have, you know, like they were always there for me in my hardest times also. But yeah, so they took blood from her, and I'm gonna get the results tomorrow. So wish good luck for my cat. Her name is Mom. I'll get to the explanation for that name in a second. But first, real quick, I went back into the house and I started doing the first um, bathroom. And I used the Realm of Magic stuff for this. And I thought that the floor is such a cool color. So I went with that. Um, and took the matching wallpaper. It's not wallpaper in this it's tile. The matching tile for it as well, and I really liked it. I really like the color of it because I never used it before, and I never usually use black flooring in bathrooms, but I did here, so that was cool. And then I went ahead and went to the tower because I thought, okay, this is the smallest space. Let me start here. What can I do with this tower? And at first, I was trying to think, who can I put in this tower? And my first thought was vampire. Maybe I can put a vampire in this tower, but then um, they need to have a coffin, and the coffin takes up so much space. So, and also like vampire, does that really make sense in the tower? And then I thought, okay, the spellcaster. The spellcaster makes the most sense in the tower. It's like a little wizard watchtower. And so I decided to give them a bedroom in the second floor. And the third floor at the top of the tower, they have their little office space. And I used a bunch of Realm of Magic stuff for this, obviously, because that's the best matching thing for wizards. Or what is the female version of a wizard? A witch? But huh. I feel like witches always have such a like negative annotation with them, and wizards feel so good, good and evil. Yeah, but there must be a different word for good. Like good just sounds so boring. Anyways, whoever's gonna be in here, if it's a wizard or a witch, I made a room for them, and I really liked how this turned out. Like I think they have a really cool personal space here, and where they especially won't get disturbed while doing wizard knowledge gathering things in their office in the top floor, in the top tower, and they can have watch over all the good and evil doings that occur around the city. And I just thought that was such a cool idea, so I tried to do that. Um, so yeah, I put a bunch of stuff from Realm of Magic, the bed, everything. Everything is from Realm of Magic, and I just tried to place them all in a way that would make the most sense. And also use this little rug that comes with that pack. I really like the idea of having these rugs that you can kind of like combine and like if you change the swatch, it has like a different part of the rug, and then you can like make it as big as you want. That's a really cool idea. Makes sense. Then you can have custom sized rugs kind of, and have something match to the space that you're having. But yeah, then I was done with the tower, and I went back downstairs, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I can start with the kitchen. I don't know why. I just felt like starting with the kitchen would make sense. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to start with the kitchen. So I was looking for countertops from one of those 3 packs that I mentioned before, and I think the one that I ended up using was the one from uh vampires. I could also be wrong because it looks like I used the one from Realm of Magic here, but I kind of didn't really like the swatch of this. It has like this weird tile at the top, but maybe I did end up choosing that. I don't know. Problem is just that they don't really have a matching like cabinets, so that was a little bit difficult. Also, there was no sink from either of those packs that go into a counter. So I had to use a different one, but that's okay. That's okay. I should maybe for the rest of the house also consider turning on base game. It's just a little hard to do. I don't even know if you can have, excuse me, if you can have packs and base game show at the same time. But also in my head, it feels kind of weird that that should not be possible. But I have to look. It just always, you always like, you select the packs in the list to only show the items from the pack, and then base game's not shown anymore. But obviously base game, everyone can use base game, so it doesn't really matter if that gets shown as well. But I guess it makes sense that obviously if you filter for specific items, they're just going to show you the items from that pack or the packs that you chose, because that's how a filtering system works. And it's not supposed to be for specifically just people who make videos and want people to be able to use the packs. So yeah, yeah. So that should also, or I mean, I guess for YouTubers, I'm not really a YouTuber yet, but they always try to keep in mind that they don't use a lot of packs so that people can download and use their lots that they build. So I am kind of also trying to do that here by using as little packs as possible, only those 3 gameplay packs, because it makes sense for a Halloween pack to have those. And I guess it would also make sense to use the Halloween stuff pack, and maybe what is the ghost pack's name? Sorry, but I don't have that stuff pack anyways, so I cannot use it. And yeah, I I guess I was already done with the kitchen there. So all I did was I put a counter like this, and then I also have a small island in the middle with 2 um but those are not are they? Yeah, counters and bar stools added to it as well. And then I went ahead and I went to the bathroom because I felt like it's another small space that I can quickly cover. So I decided to do that too. Both of the bathrooms, the one downstairs here and the one upstairs, they're the exact same size. So I wanted to go with a design that I can easily copy. And there is like this little corner there, and I didn't know what to do with it. Like what would have made the most sense there? I feel like in a space like this, usually the shower would make the most sense there, because you could just have a freestanding shower and then you don't have to worry about like putting glass around it. But we have windows there, so having a shower there doesn't really make a lot of sense because I cannot attach the shower head anywhere. So I decided to put the toilet in that corner, have a shower bathtub combo, at one side and have the sink on the other side with a mirror and towel attached to it. And while I was looking for a rug for not a rug, but like a mat, like a bath mat that I could use in the bathroom, I was like, okay, maybe I can put one of those rugs, like the matching, the connecting one, in front of the main entrance as well, because it just makes sense to have like a runner rug that comes to the entrance or goes to the entrance, and have that in the back that goes to the garden as well. So I added that, and then I went upstairs and I tried to copy the design of the bathroom for the upstairs as well. The door for the upstairs bathroom this time wasn't exactly in the middle though, because it just made sense with the hallway upstairs to have it be very centered, but I just moved it ever so slightly to the side so that I could be able to put a sink there, because I didn't want to struggle with that. And I just thought it doesn't really matter. Like, if the door is a little bit off center, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Usually I would make a big fuss about it because I want things to be as symmetrical as possible. And then I was done with the 2 bathrooms and the kitchen. Maybe I'm gonna go back to the kitchen and change the floor of the kitchen to not be wood, because now that I see it, I don't know if I like it. And then I went to the next room, which is the dining room, and I thought I want to have a very big table because we have a lot of people living in this house, so we need to have a big table with a lot of chairs. So naturally, I chose a very long table. I think this is the one from Realm of Magic. No, this could, is it? No, this is from Vampires still. And but I have a big problem with it because the top of the table is black. Like, it has a different color wood than the rest of the table, and then like these chairs, they don't match. Like, the wood outside matches, but then the cushion part is a different color, and it's a little weird. Like, it doesn't really match. So I tried to make the best of it, and then I thought it would make sense to have a fireplace in this room too. Just felt like something cool. Like, rich people do that, and so I have a little small fireplace there. And then I saw, when I was looking for decorations that could go on top of the fireplace, I saw like these statues, and I did that with my last build from last year, the Halloween special I did last year. Go check that out if you have not. Where I also built a mansion, but it was not an occult mansion. It's a different kind of mansion. I also did that, and I put these statues like next to the door, because that also feels like something that rich people do. And then I just looked for some wall decorations to fill up the wall, because the wall looked very empty. So I found these 3 not paintings, pictures. And I just put a side table that kind of matches the vibe, and put a flower on top. And that's pretty much it for the dining room as well. I need to go back. I need to change the color of those chairs. That does not make any sense. It looks like black and yellow, and no, it does not work. I need to change it. I'm gonna go back and change it. Oh, and here, very quickly, you saw me going downstairs, like very downstairs into the basement, because there's like a special secret room for the wizard or the witch that we are gonna also get to in a later episode. And now I went ahead to the last room that we're going to be doing in this video, and that is going to be the living room. And right, the first thing I did when getting into this room was I placed a big fireplace, because these people need to have a fireplace. That's the only thing that makes sense. Hello, cat. Hi, mom. Going back to her name, now that she jumped on my lap, is a good time to explain, I guess. So this cat here, her name is Mom, actually German Mutter, and The reason why we named her this is because she was an outside cat, like she was a free roamer, and at like one day she just randomly came to us, and my parents gave her food, and she was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna stay, and she stayed in our garden and never left. Or actually, at first she left and she came back multiple times, and then at some point she just stayed. And since then she lives with us, and I'm so proud of her. Like she's like one of the best cats in in the whole world. Yes, fight me on that. I'm gonna say it because she had babies in our garden randomly, and we kept one of them, and that happened a couple of times, and we always try to keep one of her children. So at some point I had like 4 cats, but like 2 of them are not here anymore now. And after a while we said, okay, it's time to stop. And then we did the thing. Now she cannot get any more children, but the amount of children that she had is absolutely insane. And so yeah, that's why her name is Mom, because she was responsible for all of the other cats that I own. Um, to this living room real quick. So what I thought, we have the fireplace, which is like the centerpiece of the room. I wanted to have a cool looking couch that faces the fireplace because I just feel like in matches like this, that is the main thing. But I also didn't want it to be like super old fashioned and like not have them have a TV. So what I did was I put a TV in this little corner that we have there, and put 2 chairs because first I wanted to have another little couch, at least a 2-seater that faces the TV. But it just felt like it felt too symmetrical somehow. It didn't make any sense, so we didn't like that idea. You also saw that I had a little coffee table there first. Maybe I'm gonna put that back because it does look a little bit weird without a table. But I also thought it looks weird having a table and then just having 2 chairs like that. So I don't know. I have to come back and see. And then I also thought, of course, it would make sense to have something covering the windows here, for some privacy in the living room. And I used a mix of the Realm of Magic and the vampire ones, and I tried to kind of make the colors match. It was very hard. I also don't know if I'm gonna be sticking with the color scheme that I have here. It's kind of like black and white, but also a little bit of blue or purple even in this room. So mm, I don't know. I don't want it to be just boring black and white, but at the same time, it's like that's like the best colors that these things have. But yeah, maybe I'm gonna go back and change it around a little bit to make it make more sense. And then of course also I put a Realm of Magic rug under um that TV area, I would say. And I placed another one of those rugs that I can just put together by myself. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. And this is a lot, so it's fine. We did some rooms. I think I only need... Okay, I'm not going to say that because I don't know if that's going to be true. I definitely need one more video for the rest of the house. We still have all of the bedrooms. Okay, what am I saying? We're definitely going to be needing 2 videos if I need to do all of the rooms of those people and the greenhouse. So I guess there's going to be 1 video for all of the rooms and then 1 for the greenhouse. But yeah, that's been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And as always, I hope you stay kind, stay balanced, and keep gaming. And we'll see each other in the next video. And as always... No, that's it. Bye everyone.